Good morning to the leader in you. This is Catherine, your host, and we're back for another edition. Today, we're going to be talking about the missing link. Who is the missing link? You are the missing link in your community. You are the missing link in your family. You are the missing link in your business. Sometimes we feel that we are inadequate and we exclude ourselves from an equation because we don't think we're bringing anything of value to the table. Well, I'm here to tell you this morning that you are the missing link. You are the missing link to be that glue in your family. You are the missing link to be that glue on your block in which you reside on. You are that missing link in your community. You are valuable. You are important. You matter. And in this season, in this time that we're in right now, all of our communities, there's so many challenges that we're facing. Like never before, we need the leaders to rise up. That's why this show is called Good Morning to the Leader in You. It's time for leaders to rise up and rise up in your own capacity. Don't rise up and try to duplicate the way another leader is operating in their business or community. You be your authentic self and you operate in who you are and what you've been called to do. Don't duplicate anyone else. You be you because you are that missing link. Now, when we think about the word you, when I was looking it up and just trying to see how I wanted to share, when we break down the topic, you are the missing link. When we think about you, I think about identity. So when you think about the word you, it's oftentimes about a particular person, right? We're talking about a person. So when we say the word you, think about what is your identity. What do you identify yourself as? What do others identify you as? Because if someone were to say your name, what are they connecting your name to? What mental picture is popping up in their mind about who you are? What is your identity? Because see, your identity is that missing link in your equation, in your family, in your community, and on your block. Sometimes we're not operating in our leadership capacity because we have not identified who we are. Therefore, we are that missing link because we have not flowed in the pathway of true, authentic self, right? And so today, I just want to encourage you to walk in who you are. Understand who you are. Understand your leadership capacity and your abilities, right? When you talk about you are is a possession word, right? It's talking about the present moment. It's talking about what your position is in your family, your position on your block, your position in your community. What is your position? What position do you hold? And I'm not talking about necessarily a title. What place do you serve? What are you doing in your present moment right now? Because I know a lot of times because of everything going on, it's so easy to become paralyzed. It's so easy just to be on social media and just scrolling all day and just, getting sucked up into all the news. And we're just like, oh my gosh, the world is just falling apart. Or we could pull ourselves together, understand what our identity is, get into position in this present moment, and then we are in alignment with our mission for life. We're in alignment, but sometimes we're not in alignment. Therefore, we are that missing link. You ever feel like you're going through life and it's like, you know what? I feel something's missing. I feel something missing in my life. I feel something's missing in the community. Something is missing. Could it be that you're that missing link? Could it be? So when we talk about something is missing, right? Oftentimes it's referred to as a thing, an object. And it's something that can't be found in many cases. People are trying to figure out or point to the last place of origin of wherever that thing was, right? What's missing in your life that's hindering you to flow in your leadership capacity? What's missing? What is that breaking point or that situation that may have occurred in your life that allowed you to become invisible to your true identity? When did you become invisible to your identity? When did you start to deny who you are? Because at that point, when you started to deny who you are, you became that missing link. A lot of times I know there's challenges that we all have faced, even growing up, and there's still some wounds that we have to heal from. But while you're going through that healing process, don't become invisible. Don't become invisible to who you are and what you've been called to do. When we think about the word missing, It could either be something is disconnected, right? It's some kind of disconnect. Sometimes you feel that a disconnect from a community, a disconnect in your family, a disconnect in your business. Things just in the business just not going the way you thought it was going to go. You have a feeling that something is incomplete, right? Something's incomplete, is not whole. My goal today is to inspire all leaders that's listening to this show is that you get to a state of wholeness, that you get to a state that you are complete within yourself. Because if you're not complete within yourself, it's going to be hard for you to step in position and fulfill your leadership capacity. When you think about missing, sometimes something is considered to be misplaced. It's like, I don't know where it is. It's absent. It's void, not present. It's gone. Something went astray. It's unaccounted for, right? A lot of times as we're growing and as we're building and as we are, trying to execute on our business goals, our personal life goals, family goals, community goals, if you're a community agent and community organizer, we have to know what's the missing link, because sometimes we're just spinning our wheels. We're spinning our wheels and we're doing a lot of busy work, but we never see fruit at the end of all this labor. Sometimes we're not seeing the results that we want to see is because we are disjointed and we're not truly in alignment. I'm in a place of my life, and I'm sure you are, those that are listening. We don't want to just be doing busy work, just to keep ourselves busy, just making it look good. We just busy doing nothing, and it's not leading to productivity. It's not leading into any fruit. It's not manifesting anything. What we have to do is look at our relationships. Right? Look at our relationships. How are we interconnected with our relationships? Are our relationships healthy? Are they toxic? What is the nature of our relationships that we have? We have to look at how we're linking and connecting with our core circle that we engage with all the time. How are we showing up in our family? How are we showing up in our business? How are we showing up in our community? And a lot of times we're not giving our all, because we don't truly see ourselves in a true identity of who we are. I want to tell you that you are a gem. You are rare. You are unique. When something is unique, that means it's one of a kind. It's unlike anything else. You are that unique person, individual. You are that gem. But you have to see yourself in that light. What I want you to do today before you kick your day off, or even if you've already kicked your day off, by the time you hear this episode, I want you to look at yourself either in a mirror or get your cell phone and put it on video or photo. And I want you to look at yourself, and I want you to speak life to yourself. I want you to come up with at least 3 to 4 affirmations about change that needs to take place in your life so that you can show up in an authentic way, so that you will fully uncover your true identity, so that way you will be that link that's connecting all the dots together in your family, in your business, in your community. No longer will you hide in the shadows of your past saying, you know what, XYZ happened. I don't know if I can fully become that leader. I don't even know if I want that pressure on me. Can I handle the pressure? I don't know. But I do know that I do feel that there is something disconnected in my life. I feel disjointed. And a lot of times it's in a place where you're vulnerable because there's so many things going on around you. And it's like, you know what? I know I want to be a leader. I want to step into my leadership capacity. I know I've been called to be a leader, but I'm vulnerable right now. And if I put myself in a certain equation, will I be taken advantage of? Will people truly see me, or will they see my weaknesses and exploit that? Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, leaders that's plugged into this show right now. One of the things you can do to fortify yourself, because you can't control what other people are going to do, say, or you just can't. But you have to have that time every day that you spend to yourself, that quality, quiet time, and fortify yourself. Fortify yourself in such of a way that when you walk out to the door to go to a meeting, or you're on a virtual meeting, that you know who you are no matter what's going on around you. Yes, there is a place in which leaders, we have to protect our circle. We have to protect our heart. But at the same time, as a leader, we are going to be put in vulnerable places. That comes with the package. So what do you do when you find yourself in a vulnerable place and you feel disjointed, you feel out of pocket, and it's like, you know what? But I'm still feeling that tug. I'm still feeling that pull to lead, to build my business, to build my family, to build up my community. I'm still feeling that pull. Sometimes I feel torn. You feel torn because you know truly within inside yourself that you are that missing link. What is that business that you've been sitting on and waiting on? I know there's a business that I know I am about to embark on and just totally execute on and release by summer 2021. There's a business model that I have been meditating on, reflecting on for the release of it. And I truly believe I'm coming into an era that it's time for me to release that new piece of my business model. And sometimes you might find yourself in that same situation. Maybe it was something that was planted in your mind years ago, but you just haven't executed on it yet. Maybe this is the season. Maybe this is the time to start at least planning for the release of that business model. Planning for how you're going to pull your family together if it's chaos in the family. Planning how you're going to pull your community together and on your block. But you're going to start first where your house is on. And you'll pull your block together. And then your block goes to the next block, to the next block. And before you know it, the whole community has been transformed. You are that missing link. I'm here to tell you. Good morning to the leader in you. I'm here to tell you, you are that missing link. Despite what your mind is telling you right now, despite what people have told you, I'm telling you that you are that missing link. You are. It is you. For anybody that might need some help around strategic planning and organizational development, check out my website, KatherineTrotter.com. Send me an email, ct@KatherineTrotter.com. I'm about to put on some more music. And as this music continues to play out for the rest of this podcast, I want you to start reflecting on you being that missing link and start to reflect on your true identity, your authentic self, and how you're going to integrate yourself into your family, your business, and your community and show up the queen and the king that you are and operate in a place of strength, not in weakness. Listen, we're going to be back next week. I'm going to see everybody at the top. Peace and blessing to everybody out there. I'm praying for this country, praying for everyone during this time that we are going through. I truly believe if we continue to come together on one accord, we will make it through this season. We will make it through this period. God bless everyone, and I'm going to see you at the top.